Hi guys, so I'm back with another video. So this video today is going to be how I edit my Instagram photos. Most of you guys think that I take all my photos with like a professional camera, but no. I use an iPhone 6 and we make it work, guys. So today I'm going to show you guys how I edit from using three apps. From using 3 apps and how I just do the whole process and what filter I use and how you can get the gray background. Guys, I'm going to reveal all my secrets. Stay tuned. And this video is brought to you guys by Ideal of Sweden, which is a Swedish company that specializes in phone cases. So they were pretty nice enough to send me this cute phone case right here. This video is sponsored by them, and if you guys want to go check them out for more phone cases, just check the link down below. And I have a special coupon for you guys, so you guys can get 20% off your order if you use my discount code. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so before I start with the editing process, it's very important to know how to use the camera on the iPhone 6. So there's lots of tricks that you guys can do to make your photos better quality. So first things first, you want to turn on the HDR. And this just gives your photos that crisp, nice, kind of good quality photos, you know. So it's very important to turn that on when you're taking iPhone pics if you really want that high quality. And then the other thing is, there's this button when you press on it, like there's a square, right? So you can bring up the lighting, and that's very important to use in like dark settings or if you just want it to be brighter. And it's good for focus as well too. So if you're taking a photo of someone and it's not in focus, just press the little square and hold it, and that person will be in focus. That's the thing too to remember. When you take your photos in daylight, they will be absolutely beautiful. People won't even know that you took it with the iPhone 6. So then the other thing that I think is very important to know is, forever those who are OCD about it, go into camera in the settings and turn on grid, so you can have this effect of all the squares and stuff when you're taking your photos, which helps you to just have everything lined up and straight. So those are kind of my few tips. Oh, and another thing is always wipe down your camera before taking any photos so it's not blurry, you know, guys. That can affect the way your photos will come out in the end as well. And another fun little tip I can give you guys, if you guys want to look taller, get the person that's taking the photo from you from like a lower angle, not like straight on, because it doesn't do anything. So the good kind of angle is when the person's down low and they're getting it for you. That's the photographer that you need. Yeah. Let's get into the editing process. So I'm gonna go into like my favorites. Yeah, it's another feature that you guys have on iPhone. So if you didn't know, what you can do is you can go and like a photo with it's at the bottom, and you just like it. So it puts that photo that you liked into your favorites, which is so much easier when you're trying to go through the photos and like trying to pick which one you want to edit. So it just has them all in a special kind of folder where it's like for the ones that you want to go edit. It's called favorites. So the 3 apps that I use to edit my pictures are Snapseed, VSCO, and UNUM. That's not really like an editing app, but it's like an app where you can organize your photos and you know which photo is going to be next on your feed. So the first app that I start off with is Snapseed. This is where all the magic happens. If your photo was trash, this app will make it look good. And most people don't even use a filter after this. So let me go pick the latest Instagram photo that I posted. So let's go into the tools. So the first thing that I always do is curves. Curves is what gives you the light. It's going to balance the light so then it brings more light into your photo. So I usually just kind of go up like this. Alright, so then you press the check button and you save that. So the check saves it. Next we go into, let's do my magic brush. So this is how I get my gray, my white background. So if you want to take out some yellow in your photos, or if you want to take out some green, some pinks, you want it to be desaturized, you use the brush and you go to saturation and you bring it down to a 10. That's what I do personally for my photos. So then now this is the part that takes a long time, because you gotta go and desaturate everything. So you make sure you get all the corners, you go in there and you just keep brushing. And it's very important to press the I right here so it shows you where you have desaturated. which makes it so much easier. And let's say if you mess up, no problem. You can go back to this arrow, you bring it up and you go to erase, and then you go and you just erase where you messed up, where you don't want it to be desaturated. And you have to use the zoom, guys, because if you want it to be perfect and clean and crisp, you gotta take your time. That's the secret. It's time consuming, but after this, everything else goes pretty fast. So let's just say that I did that perfectly, and let's move on. And you press the check so it saves. And then after, I'd go back to the tune image, and I would just go and like add maybe like 10 for brightness, and then I wouldn't do contrast because I might do that in my VSCO app. And then the new feature that we discovered is the HDR scape. So this right here, it's gonna give that extra boost to your picture to make it look even better with like the high quality image and all that. So I usually stick to 15 because I don't want it to be too much like in your face. Yeah, there's a white balance feature, so that's pretty cool if you have a white wall or you're wearing white or anything white in your photo and you want it to be balanced with the rest of the image. You would just press this special button right here and it would fix the white in the photo. And once again, you check and save, and then that's pretty much it, guys, for this app. As you can see, this is where everything happens, and your photo's like pretty much even ready to be posted if you want it, if you didn't want to put a filter on top. So you click save, export, and then you modify the photo, or you can put save as. It doesn't matter what you want. So you go on VSCO. The special filter that I use on my feed right now is F2. The secret is out, guys. F2. If you want to know how I get my photos, it's F2. But the secret is you can't have it on max 12 because that's just too much. That's when you notice that it's like a filter and everything and it's not as pretty. So what I do, I bring it down to like a 4 or a 5. 4 or 5, depending what you want. You click check for the save. Then we go to contrast. Contrast, we're going to bring it to a 1. So you want to bring all that color and make everything pop. It's very nice. And then I go to exposure. So this is to bring it down so it's not as bright because you still want that natural looking kind of photo. So I bring it down to like anything under -1. If you go past that, it's going to be dark and all your work that you did on Snapseed kind of goes to waste. Then you go to sharpen. Sharpen. So you want your photo to be crisp and sharpen. So I go to like 1 or 2, guys. Don't go too much because then you're gonna get that grainy photo. So then we go to saturation. I know it's a lot of process, guys, but we're almost there. So we go to saturation and you do anything under -1. Anything under -1. Don't go too past that because you're gonna lose all the color that you did in your contrast. After that, everything is pretty much done. I don't really touch anything else. If you wanted, you could play with the skin tone. That's really nice sometimes because especially for us dark people, when we take photos and we add filters on top, sometimes the filter like messes up our skin and it's pretty annoying. So to fix that, you would go on skin tone and you would just play around with it and see what makes your skin look better. Other than that, the last step that I do is crop it. Because you gotta crop it because Instagram has some restrictions with the size of the photo. So usually on this scale right here, the second one from the middle to the right is the one that fits on Instagram. And you just position it how you want. You can crop it remaining within that size, and that's how it's Instagram ready. So then after that, guys, I just save. You save the photo, and then you save photo, save to camera roll. Actual size is very important to press actual size because you don't want it getting messed up or anything. So then once it's saved, it's ready to be posted, guys. So like I was talking about UNUM, this app, I hope that's how you pronounce it. But UNUM, basically, this is where all the planning goes on. This is where the magic happens behind the scene to having that perfect feed. That perfect feed. So I would upload the photo in here and I would see how it would look with like the other photos that I have already on my feed. So you can play around with it, like just see what's happening, what's gonna be next, and how it's supposed to be looking. If you like it and you're ready to commit and post, then you would post. You go into Instagram and post your photo. So that's basically all my tricks to posting a photo. That's my secret, guys. It's that easy. I hope it was easy. I hope you guys could follow along, and now you guys know how I catfish you guys on Instagram, because I be taking pictures on campus and like the walls would be changing colors, the floor would be changing colors, and people would be like, how does she do that? Now you guys know. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay blessed, and make sure to check me out on my social media and follow my blog. Once again, if you want to buy yourself an Ideal Sweden case, the link is down below with the coupon. Bye, guys.